Hello, boys and girls. Welcome to my page. My page is about common sense. I try to keep it down under the nitty gritty, under 10 minutes. And if it goes over 10 minutes, that means it's something very fucking important. And not important to liberals, libertarians, people who believe in God, people who like to smoke weed, people like ayahuasca, people like DMT, people into the drugs, people into alcoholism. People who just do what everybody else does. These videos do not pertain to you. This is the disclaimer from the beginning. You can take it as satire or not satire. I do not consider myself satire because I'm the real McCoy. But people take my shit as satire, but it's okay. But if you want to make it satire, you can make it satire. I can make it satire. We can go flipsy flopsy, okay? But if you're using it against me, it's not going to work because I'm schizo, okay? I'm a schizoaffective. I'm a holy man, okay? And schizoaffective only means that the white doctors see you as delusional because you're listening to external voices that actually give you insight on certain things, and then they tell you it's not real, but then at the same time, shit, this comes true, okay? So we got a little dilemma there when it does come true now here, right? I don't believe my voices are telling me the wrong things because they tell me certain things, and then it seems to happen. Is it my own mind? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Now, there's two types of minds. There's the one internal and there's one external. All right? The one external saved me from doing some heinous shit, okay, in the past. But anyway, that's not what this video is about. This video is going to be pertaining to, if you have any comments, questions, insults, or roast, you put it down below. If you have any comments, questions, insults, or roast fest, you put it down below. If you happen to believe in God, it's okay. I am God, okay, as a matter of fact, okay? You are God as well. So I don't have any fear because I have any sins. So what do you think about that? Okay. But anyway, if you have any comments, questions, insults, or roast fest, you put it down below. I got most of you off. Okay, good. That's good. That's very good. There's a lot of your beta people out there. You're biased. People who don't have raison d'etre can skedaddle. Now you can read my comment description below, and you will know who the fuck I am. Okay. All right. Okay. Now this video is pertaining to the dangers of public schooling. Now, when I was younger, I'm gonna tell you something about public schooling. Now, white women know about this shit. And the white women try to protect my child and shit like that. And I see it in the hospitals and the doctors. I say, no, they seem to snap. No, we're not going to afford it because we respect them. I say, oh, okay. Maybe it depends on where I'm at. But this vaccinations and shit and going institutionalized is really irrelevant. You really don't need to go to college. If you're living in America or a developed country and you don't have no creative ideas, then maybe you need to kill yourself. But I don't recommend that. I'm just saying it's better ways of going about life. There is a system in place. The Republican Tea Parties, okay? You know, they're the ones who helping the democracy and the connection to cahoots, okay? And the pathology, okay? So there will never be someone that's too many people that's completely 100% poor. But let me tell you something right now about public schooling. Public schooling don't teach you about the fundamentals of life. They don't teach you the groundbreaking ideas. Now, maybe some schools do, but I do not recommend schooling for children, okay? Especially if you're just popping those babies out, and you don't have an income for yourself and shit like that. You're not trying to, you're just popping babies because of the fact you just want to feed off the system, okay? And that's what women do, majority white women do, okay? So we already know that's a fact. So the dangers of school is usually for the female side. More likely, I think usually males, like Confucius said, the men should always want to walk on the right and the women should walk on the left. They're not the same species, okay? Confucius, okay? Of course, he said that, but in so many words, okay? But when you put females in school, that causes problems because when I was in school, I saw a lot of females go haywire. They're not focused on themselves. They're focused on whoring around in school, especially in college too. But you can make a video separately about this. But women make it ahead because they give head, okay? All right? Lots of guys ain't talking about this. And I hope one of you guys listen to what I'm saying here is that when I went to college, I saw all these females just disappear, okay? Where did they go? It went with the teachers, okay? Obviously, duh, okay? Mainly Milano to white teachers, okay? You know, now every once in a while you'll see black teachers and shit like that, but they have shortcuts. Women have shortcuts when they go to college. Women have shortcuts when they go to schools and high school. They're definitely not smarter than men overall, okay? But other than that, men own the most money in the world. So since we know men own the most money in the world and all of the capital, all the bullshit, you know who's in power in this kind of fucking world. I'm just keeping it real, okay? So you put your daughter in school, and then next thing you know, they get pregnant. Whose fault is that? Okay, whose fucking fault is that? As you being a deadbeat mother, and most of the time it's a mother, okay? You put her in school. Whose fault is that? That's your fault, okay? So then you have sons who go into school. What happens? They can't get pregnant. Okay, they can only be a whoremonger. Okay, but the women or the daughters, most likely, they don't need to be super attractive to get some dick. Okay, in schools. And so if you just sex sells everything. Okay, I know some people may say it's overrated, but life is overrated. Okay, motherfucker. Okay, I'm almost like kind of stupid shit is that. Okay, but I don't fit in with the normal folks out who lives in the fucking box. But I'm just telling you how it is, okay? You put your daughter in school, that means you are an irresponsible parent. You rather trust a stranger in your hands to teach your child basic fundamental English, which you should know, and you can re-educate yourself. Because a lot of people read at a fucking 5th grade or below that anyway, okay? So I'm like, a lot of people can't pertain all that memory from lies and the histories and all that other bullshit, social studies and all that stuff. Science is not necessary unless you want to get in the field. We should do like what Star Trek does. You volunteer to do what you can do and what you cannot do. There is no money trading currency in the Star Trek universe. Did you know that? Okay. But in the Star Trek universe, they have overcome fear to not fear the other alien races that do live amongst us. Because most of you idiots think that we human beings are the only superior and fucking highly savvy, intelligent species on this planet. But that's a problem there. Because if they don't teach that in school, you'll automatically fear anything that's different. And that's how they got the religion in school, to keep your ass distracted as well. As I said before, religion is a great evil for greater good. It is meant to be there for the masses of asses, which is mostly you guys, okay? So let's put it like this, okay? You put your daughter in school. The pathology is real simple. She gets pregnant. And then next thing you know, she's your daughter who got herself pregnant will most likely either be out in the street or living with you. So you still are training your granddaughters or whatever, the same patterns that you have learned from the missing father that you did not have. You see the pathology and you keep recycling it over and over again. This process has already been thought about. Okay, this process has already been thought about. And that's why we only have like 13% of blacks in America and 60% of whites in America. And the rest, I don't know the percentages of, okay? So understand this. If you can just homeschool, okay, sorry, let me see, what's this? Why do people call when I'm fucking doing a video? That's fucking weird, man. It's fucking weird, okay? But anyway, what was I saying? Please understand, and I'm not Joe Average, man. I'm not Joe Peter, man. I got a lot of shit on my plate that I have to do. Next year, I got to prepare to do this. I got to prepare to do that. I'm trying to build on my fucking gaming channel, okay, on Twitch. But of course, as I said before, I'm not an ordinary person, okay? But you understand the pathology. If you're a single mother and you're making babies and you're thinking about marriage, that's not the way to go. Polygyny is the key, and somehow that's being avoided and ignored because of female selfishness, okay? And so a lot of guys out there are taking lives, okay? They're growing, they're evolving. Even from Bangladesh, I teach people all across the world. I do not just sit in America, because most American people, when they see something or hear something that's kind of eccentric or unique in their own fashion, they tend to avoid it. Mainly women. Women watch a whole lot of TV, depending on what it is. But there's a lot of crackers out there who would regurgitate some things and they can adapt and they'll fix some things up. So I ain't got the funds to do it, but they got the funds, okay? And that's why I only talk to elite, okay? But other than that, that's all I really wanted to say. I already spoke to you about the dangers and the pathology of putting your daughters mainly in school. Now, putting your sons in school, that can do a lot of power. That can do a lot of things, good things in society. But since they keep saying this statistics that women are smarter than men, okay, then we already know where that's coming from, okay? The Jewish empires and the crackers and the Caucasoids, okay? They manipulate the media the way they want to so they can control and have world domination, okay? So we already got that out of the way, okay? So other than that, okay, y'all guys got to start focusing in on yourselves and stop, focusing on people who don't have your train of heart. They don't have your fucking mind, okay, in heart. And when people get seasonal, that's when chaos can occur. But I like chaos because I'm going to say this, okay? And so when those things do occur, then we can all be at peace. And that's all I really wanted to say about the dangers of school. There's a lot of other things I may be missing because I get distracted. Sometimes people call me and shit. I ain't got no time for that shit. I put it on silent, though. And y'all have a good day and shit. So I got to get ready and make me a smoothie. I'm vitamin D deficient, so I got to fix my nerves and shit, I get muscle quivers sometimes, and it feels good. It's not no fucking triple A, okay, or anything like that. Aortic aneurysm is not, okay? But I get scared when I look up Google and shit. But other than that, y'all have a good day and a good night. This is under 10 minutes. Peace.